Hey, what's up, everybody? It has been some years that this channel hasn't been used. I mean, sadly, I'm not too sure which side pointing at. The videos that I had from this channel are gone. Yeah, because since I basically had, canceled the account, and apparently I was able to get it back. But, due to that, there was a sacrifice, which will mean I don't have no videos anymore. And for those who don't know, YasakaniX was my very first channel. It was how it all started out. And now it's becoming a martial arts vlog. First things first. I started going to Sado Karate here in New York City. And apparently, the first person that approached me about a dojo was my girlfriend. And apparently, she knows about my opposition about dojos and how some of it's not always good. And I always would want to be able to look for a school that was going to be comforting, that I'm going to get what I'll be able to learn from the school, not learn something repetitive. It was really great that I chose the school. And I basically talked to one of the seniors there, and I didn't talk to the grandmaster myself about my opinion about dojos, but it's kind of funny because I probably didn't have to actually mention this, due to one of his books that I have with me that was suggested to read, but the question was, why did I basically choose to go to a dojo? Well, at first I want to be able to explain a little story. It's a long one, but it's a very short one. I'm gonna make it. Tiger Showman's was one of the schools that I tried out. It was kind of like a little demo promotion that they did, that you'd be able to go there for about some odd months, like about 1 or 2 months for $100. And it was a good deal, but finding out later, almost at the end of the month, about how much it is, and the only thing I found actually good was their exercise equipment. But my problem is basically their studies there. It's something was complete off from it, and honestly, and especially for the price to be completely repetitive. And I basically stopped. After basically my month there, I left, and most of my time I've been on the books, like theories on everyday life. I'm a martial artist, and especially, like, I also mentioned one of the books I really loved and enjoyed, which was called The Book of the Five Rings. It deals with stuff in the martial way, but it also deals with stuff that deals with everyday life, either your work, relationships, anything that you're basically managing throughout your whole life. Really interesting stuff. Many people consider it to be boring, but for people that are interested in stuff like this, would be something that would be possibly worth reading. The reason why I'm starting this channel again is because this was basically, like I said, the very first channel that started all. Before Kamiyo Yugure, before Nintendo, and especially before the YasakaniX 13. The YasakaniX 13 is a channel itself, which will still continue, but for what you're going to be seeing here, the YasakaniX is going to be my martial arts vlog. First things first, I want to make sure that I set off the record and make sure it's completely clear to anybody. The stuff I do is on the books. The stuff that I learned is from Sado Karate. Some of the stuff I may learn was basically some of the stuff I learned from myself. but majority of it is basically my daily times when I'm at Seto Karate, and this is what I've learned. Some of the stuff like I explain, some of the stuff I've been taught by the Grandmaster on certain ideas and aspects of everyday life. I'll probably share some of that stuff with you in videos and stuff, and some of the little demos I will have certain, and the video will be complete organized of each certain technique, movement, etc., etc. Another thing I want to be able to make sure, for everyone, they could comment on the videos. I have no problem with that. However, there's just certain ones, and especially I encountered a couple, in my past, and there's just one, and I think they know who they are, but apparently I blocked them. But long story short, I don't like the ones that eventually, show off. And the thing is, it's just that for martial arts, for me, I don't show off. I want to let everybody know about that. My vlogs are going to be basically, for educational purposes, for people that are interested in martial arts. And this is something I want to be able to share. Like I said, I had oppositions on dojos. The reason why I changed my mind on dojos is because this very first dojo that I'm in, for Seto Karate, has been my very first one that basically gave me a second thought about my change of heart on dojos. And I actually have to say, I'm really satisfied that I'm wrong. I am really happy. And you know what? It's been doing really good for me. It's been a great experience with Seto Karate. My first one was Kyokushin, since it was either one of those two. But the funny thing was, during that time when I was around Manhattan, I came approached noticing that the Crescent was there for Seto Karate, and I basically checked it out. The seniors there were wondering if this type will find fine for me. I explained to them my reason about dojos as well. They didn't take into it an offense, but honestly, it's just my opinion, because I want to be able to go to a school that I'm actually going to learn something. They acknowledge that. They see for what I'm basically looking for. This is something like I always attempt to look for instead of being taken for my money for. If the school is really good and the school is willing to give me something to teach back to the students, that's great. So for my very first month, I think it's gonna be my second month. Actually, no, it's been a month and a half. I've done 10 classes with them, and it was really great. Some of the stuff I'll be able to share with you in the next video. It's just that man, really great exercises. Certain ones I actually never done, and especially the yoga took a lot out of me. Took a lot, and they warned me, but it was actually great to actually notice that. And it just makes me happy that and the school really gives me that motivation, and I'm really happy to say that I actually chose the right school. So I also thank everybody there from Seto Karate in Manhattan. I really appreciate it. I'm even glad for the people that explained to me from the very first time, especially I know who you are. Thank you for proving me wrong, because some of the stuff that y'all guys would teach me, it's great. I could understand your concern if I would have had took it personally. Like I said, man, we also talked about it. And I also want to be able to share some of this stuff for everybody here on YouTube. You could go about your opinions about what I've been taught. You're fine on that, but I want to make sure everything is absolutely clear to everyone, that this is basically some of the stuff that you could basically if you're interested in martial arts, or you're a spectator in it and you're really interested in videos like this is something for educational purposes and enjoyment. And again, I've seen some videos that a lot of people show off. but there is some I've seen videos that people choreograph. Like for an example, Prototype X, they're great people to when it comes to choreographing, and they also did some nice video clips with certain people there for certain videos. But like I said, I have my oppositions about people that show off. There was just been one person that I've seen that done that, and I will go on about that all day because there's certain people that would do that for martial arts standards. And like I said, this is not gonna be a channel that eventually it's about showing off. No. Usually, I'm not a good teacher. You can see the stuff that I actually do. I'm not too sure detailing will be able to go into the whole explanation on how it's done. I could try. So, my teaching's horrible. At least you know for an advance. But like I said, these are videos that will be from my learning experience from Sado, and I want to basically, bring that appreciation, show them, and I want to acknowledge from what I was basically taught. Even though I'm not in class, at least, there'll be some videos to show my token of appreciation for not just only proving me wrong, for also giving me the knowledge of what their school was about and their pride on to the karateka. So, until then, it's kind of late. I wanted to be able to put up the first video for the YasakaniX. And again, starting this before the end of this year, gonna be able to have some nice vlogs here and there for this channel to be able to show my experience for Sado Karate. So until then, I hope you guys have a good night, and gals, and everybody on the interwebs. Peace.